I'm a Google fan, but I like that.
All right, we should be live.
Right now?
Yeah.
We're going live.
Yeah.
We're doing it live. We're doing it live.
going
We're
in.
doing it live.
I'm live? I can't be on TV? Is this going to be public?
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Joseph, your hands are like right in our camera view.
Oh no!
Just every 5 seconds or every so often, just pull up a meme, put it in front of the camera.
Oh God!
Oh wow, my hands are share. Copy link. No, I just want to share it. Right, host?
I don't want to copy you. I want you to share. Is this going to be public?
Joseph, your hands are like right in our camera view.
Oh no!
Facing camera.
We did it. We're on. I shared it.
Okay, I too have shared it.
Bobby,
What?
share.
I can't. My phone's dead.
I just
All
saw
right.
a blinking blue light on your
did it
phone.
not? Oh, okay. It's on.
You get it past this time.
All right. Let's see. No, let's see.
I don't have a phone.
Let's do it.
Okay,
gonna try it.
you have the length of the intro.
Join us.
I thought his sweater started lighting up there for a second. I was about to be like, damn, that is some good reflectives, dude. I was going to wear my sweater today, but I just...
No, we can actually only barely see Scott.
Let's see those titties.
Yeah,
and
scoot a
other
bit closer to Bobby if
things.
you can.
Okay.
Maybe Bobby shoved down a little bit.
Why I gotta be so big? I gotta shove down no ways.
All right. Well, okay. Well, welcome to Beers at the Round Table. Shit, our show started already.
Welcome to Christmas edition. End of the year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just Joseph's adjusting our camera angle over
All
there.
right.
Yeah. So, happy holidays and Merry Christmas, everyone.
Kwanzaa.
Merry Christmas,
Whatever
Festivus,
holiday you
Communitas.
happen to be
Yeah.
celebrating at this time.
Whatever pagan holiday you enjoy.
Family.
So yeah, here we are. This is our last cast of the year.
Mm-hmm.
2017.
Most
Man, 2017 was kind
of the
of.
Yes. What a year it's been.
That's kind of that's how it was.
It's been
You
quite
mean,
a
It was a boneless. It was a boneless 2018. You know.
boneless
You mean
year.
the
and
Chaos Emerald?
You mean the chaos,
Chaos Emerald.
I got one right here.
So
We've
Chaos
had
Control.
We've had Trump scandals. We've had wildfires. We've had phones. We've
There was
video
this
games.
dude that like was named like Steve Jobs who created the iPhone, and now they've admitted that they slow shit down. Guess what? No shit, Sherlock.
Everybody.
all right. So to cap off this year, I dug out a couple of rarities from my
Don't do that.
my cellar.
Private
No.
seller.
Hey, which
Private
camera are you on right now? Over here?
Yeah. So yeah. Zach is showing you the triple barrel Big Bad Baptist, which I think we talked about it a little bit. Bobby just picked up. What is that one called?
The collage too.
Yeah. So I grabbed that one last year from the Bearded Monk.
Wait, this beer's a year old.
Yeah.
I don't want to drink this.
Well, you're missing out, Bobby.
I'm just playing.
It's
As
spoiled.
beers actually age inside of the bottle, the flavor enhances in its own way.
Yeah.
It's very different from aging inside of the bottle or inside of the barrel, and I will have to say, it's a pleasant aging process.
I still ain't going to drink it.
Surprise.
I told you.
Delicious sudsy surprise.
So we're gonna start by cracking into this one.
Booty pipe.
We get wax on the cap, so you know it's supposed to be good. We get
wax
this
on the
little
cap. Wax on the cap.
This is less cool when we're not all cracking
Yeah.
into a bottle.
We can
Sir,
crack
this is a different kind of
auxiliary
crack
gears.
right here.
This is a
This
special.
one's yours, Bobby.
Is it?
Once in a year crack.
There's the there's the normal crack right there.
pass it around there.
Is it normal crack
is
or
this
is it
right
crack
here,
crack?
Oh,
or
goodness.
I don't know.
Yeah, that
Smell
one's
the empty
yours,
glass.
So in
black
general,
and dark?
while we pour these beers, how was everyone's year? Huh?
It wasn't a bad year.
It was a decent.
Leave
I
enough
had
for everybody.
Some goals, and I attained some of them.
You can pour that out to other people's
Some of
glass if
them
you need
I
to.
did not quite attain, but that's life.
Hey, I was actually gonna say something really mean about someone that like I think you guys all know, but I'm not gonna do that. So
What are you looking for? The opener?
This is the same, right, for both bottles?
No, that's not the same beer.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so
Good Lord.
we only had the one.
Here, let's go ahead and pour that over to y'all's. I was under a false impression of thickerness.
Thank you, good sir.
look at that beautiful head.
Good man.
I'm a dick.
Spills on all the electronics.
You
All
wanna-
right, here,
No, no.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Is
Goodbye to Bort.
experiencing Technical
What are
difficulties.
you doing? What's happening?
Hey, Bobby, come here.
I
No,
can't.
no.
I'm
Here, give
here.
me Bobby's
Fine.
glass.
Give it to Zach.
We got a whole lot of nothing going on in this cast right now.
We're just pouring.
For like this year.
For an audio
Hey!
medium, let's all split a beer.
We should just fast forward.
Yeah. Let's
honestly.
let's.
All right, so
I'm
you just-
leaving it all in.
You just heard us all.
And we're back.
Yeah.
let's montage through the highlights of that
So we
segment
had
there.
problems of pouring each other's beers because we are using a aged beer from this past year,
Yeah.
and it is delicious.
Is it? I haven't tried it yet. Actually,
Delicious. I smelled it. It smelled pretty,
Smells like-
it smells
I was
ridiculous.
just something really messed up.
It tastes like love, which is a hard thing to get in this day and age.
Oh goodness.
Tastes like Brad's lips.
Yes, it does taste like Brad's lips. I'll admit that.
I wish you guys could all see Brad's face when I said that. That was the best thing ever.
What this really means is we don't know what it tastes like.
Yeah, I don't know.
It tastes really weird.
That's right.
Tastes like Brad.
So, who makes this one, Brad?
Let me have a look at the bottle.
Booty hole McGee's.
Because
Booty Pipe McGee.
Now the front of this one does taste pretty weird.
so this is
Yeah, it's really
this is from Deschutes. Deschutes.
Shoot this.
Okay.
I'm probably really butchering that pronunciation.
Don't ask me.
The shoots.
Deschutes Brewery. So yeah, Collage 2, one of their rarer releases. This was bottled on August 1st, 2016.
Hey, that's
This
over
is-
a year
this
old,
is-
man.
This is one you want to metaphorically put the back over the head because the back is way better than the front of it.
So 14.3% on the alcohol on this one.
Oh my God, Joseph!
Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
That was perfect.
So anyway, we were talking about we were trying to talk about
2017.
in general how our years were. Joseph, you told us how your year was. Scott,
Quite ambiguous, but yes.
yeah,
I don't know. It was a pretty good year.
yeah.
mean-
You know what, Scott? You had a great year. We all had great years in one way or another. A lot of people are
Well,
commenting
Scott,
on
I know
negative
one
stuff.
very important thing happened for you this year.
Oh yeah, I got engaged.
Yeah, that 2%
Yeah.
raise. Yeah.
10% raise for that new wife.
Wait, Scott, you can talk.
yeah.
No, Scott got a raise and he got engaged.
Exactly.
They rhyme kind of. Scott got a raise
More
and he got
importantly,
engaged.
more importantly is that he got engaged, and that's a
Yeah,
big deal right
it's a
there.
big deal.
A lot of us
It's a
have
good
been
life step.
have been going through a lot of different life steps here on
I'll
the
drink to
cast.
that.
I'll drink to
I gotta
that.
say, Brad Slater, Scott McKeefer, between y'all's new additions to y'all's lives, I mean, it makes the podcast just that much more meaningful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Evie has been a fantastic addition, you know, and
Yeah.
you can always
There,
hear her in the
every cast
podcast.
just crying.
She gives her opinion, and her opinions are strong.
Hey, you know what, and that's good. And then with Haley too, I can't think of I can't think of a person that makes you any happier, and a person that
Except
you
for
know,
me, of course. But
Oh yeah.
Well, that's different though. That's bored happy. You know, it's a very different kind of happy.
Bored happy.
But the thing is, though, is that a lot of interesting things have been happening this last year altogether. So, I mean, that's a really good positive to be able to hold on to with 2017 with that association.
Well, thank you, Zach.
So, Bobby, in 2 words, 2017, go.
Booty pipe. No, 2017 was all right. Had some ups and downs. Definitely an ambitious year that I didn't get too much accomplished. I got through school, which is awesome. I'm not done yet, but I'm almost there, closer. And yeah, it's been an adventure. Here's hoping. It just went by so fast, you know. I don't really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't it's just like everything happened. Like I remember, it feels like a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, really was like, hey, Trump's in office. Like it's
Yeah.
a really big deal. Now it's just like Oh, it's already been a year. Like,
I
oh.
remember like sitting in class like on some of the first days and looking at my syllabus and being like, "Oh, December 12th, like finals." And
It's so far
like,
away.
That's so far away. We'll
Yeah.
never get there. And that was like last week.
Infinity.
Yeah, I think
beyond.
I think it just went by so fast because I was in school like all year. Like I didn't take the summer off.
Trust us, whenever you get out of school, it goes by even faster, man.
I don't like that.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something, because like I
As
entered
the oldest member of the cast.
I entered 2017, and at that point, Kara was already 6 months. She left 5 or 6 months pregnant.
She was already ready to bust.
And like right as 2017 started is when we started looking for this house, and like that process went really quick, and we were like, we're like getting really nervous, like, oh, we're not going to get into a house before the baby comes. But we got there just in time, and then the baby came, and since the baby came, like, what, Evie's like 8 months something now.
Yeah.
She
Those-
in April, man. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a big deal.
yeah,
man.
like those 8 months have gone by, like, just yeah.
Well, and plus we started Bort.
Like pretty much
Yeah.
right after she was born.
Fairly soon, yeah.
Yeah, we did. Huh.
Yeah.
Bobby, and today was a very important day for you and I.
Yeah.
With the accident that happened 2 years ago. It's been 2 years, right?
Yeah,
I
it's
try
been-
to
it's
I
been-
try to I
it's
try
been
to
2
block
years.
that shit, man. I mean,
Have we talked about this on the cast before?
not
no.
before.
Not
We'll
really.
talk about it maybe for a little bit later. Let's not try to take up too much time. But
Let's not
today
make
was
this cast too. We want a happy memory cast.
happy memory cast always, man. We want to give that positivity throughout
Yeah,
the
but
the
today
daily
we-
You
basis.
can't discount the past.
Today was an
because it brought
important
us to
day.
where we are, which is in a happy place.
Because it's that's two
2 years, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
3 weeks.
2 years, 2 weeks, and I had to go do a process at the courthouse today. If y'all know what I'm saying, and it took fucking forever. Like I was there all day and it sucked, but it was cool. Thank you to the Denton County Police Department for helping me out with that, for helping us both out for that. But for now, we're gonna ask. Actually, did we already ask you? We don't
What?
care about how your year went. It was
Brett,
awesome.
No,
Well,
we want to know about Zach.
That kind of
We
went.
didn't ask
Yeah,
Zach.
so it's Zach.
Brad and Zach. No, you first.
No, I know.
Brad did
I
his.
basically talked about mine already. I mean,
You had a baby.
I wasn't gonna spend.
We
all
don't
that
care about Brad. We just use him for his rare booze.
Come on.
He had a baby.
Had a baby.
Technically, this month, after so said accident that Bobby and I went through a couple years ago, last Friday was the day that I technically graduated. I wasn't there for graduation, but I graduated with all the guys here, and I was so happy to have experienced that. And in a second way, I'm grateful that I got to experience it a second time. And this year too, I got to experience basically the adoption of my own dog daughter in a weird way.
Yeah.
Sweet
And then
little
also,
girl.
Oh, so you must know what being a parent's truly like then.
Yeah.
in a weird way, dude. In a weird fucking way, dude. In a very weird way. But even more important was, or just as important was my god niece in a way being born as well. I mean, I love Evie so much, and every time I come over here, she gives me a smile. Even doesn't matter what mood I'm in. Brad's daughter, we were all there that day, all the Bort team, whenever she was born, and there was nothing more amazing than getting to sit there and actually get to meet her and just watch her grow. And that's been really a very huge defining point, I would have to say, in my year. I mean, no matter what negative has gone on with Trump or politics or bullshit like that, or even the fact that they removed the fucking headphone jack off my damn phone. Here's my dongle. Look at the dongle flip.
They made fun of Apple for it last year. Was it last year even? I don't know.
Yeah.
Look
last year.
go ahead and flick around my dongle.
Wait,
Yep.
did it break?
No, dude, this is.
It's gone. There's no dongle on the Switch.
The dongles are apparently more flimsy than normal.
This is straight up like the Apple dongle.
Yeah, it is. It is. All right.
Like-
we'll talk about that later
Like
on in the podcast.
same bad cable stream protector and everything.
We'll talk about it later on in the podcast. But I have to say that I have a lot to be grateful for, and it's not my own sowing, or it's not the own sowing of my own seeds. I can't believe how happy I am that we've gone this long. We've been doing this for
We've
so
made
long.
it this far, and we still get downloads every week.
Thank you
We
guys
do.
to our viewers. I'm gonna go ahead and quit the gush fest over here, but yeah, I've got a lot to be thankful for this year, and it's been a good year.
We all have. What the hell was that?
That was me. I'm going to the bathroom.
we definitely all have something
Zach's
thankful
casting
for
the rest of him this time.
for this year. But let's move on to less sappy topics. What we kind of want, we kind of wanted to get into, like, this
A lot.
Yeah, this year in
But we're
review.
gonna go quick. We're gonna go quick.
Yeah, we're gonna try and make this quick.
Shotguns.
We're already like 14 minutes in.
No, we gotta be done in 16 minutes.
What?
So we want to go through, like, a few topics this year about, just like the year in review as far as, like, video games, movies.
Topics we've touched on in the past that we kind of want to bring back around and
Let's
Kinda-
start with video.
We want to make sure that
Well-
dead horse is well and truly dead.
I want to preface it with this is our review of the year,
Well, yeah.
and we don't really give a shit about your review. The
Well, yeah,
listener.
exactly, yeah.
So go hang out with Trash Birds if you don't agree with us. Don't add
Grackle?
us.
Go
yeah,
hang out with
go
Grackle.
hang out with the Trash Bird, the Grackle.
That's, oh my
This is
God.
our year in review.
This is our year. Screw the listeners.
This is Board Podcast, people, not Grackle Podcast. All right.
So
Grackle.
first topic, Joseph.
the first topic we got on our list here is movies.
Movie.
And,
Hey,
I
I didn't
know-
see a single movie in theaters this entire year. All right.
Really?
So leave me alone. I'm going home next. No, I saw Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man,
Oh, I forgot about that one.
and
Spider-Man Homecoming or
The Homecoming. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Homecoming.
I say Amazing Spider-Man. What's wrong with me?
What's wrong with you?
Who do you think?
But yeah, I saw Spider-Man: Homecoming, and then I saw. Well, I think that's it. I think that's. Oh, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And that's
Yeah.
it. Those are the only two movies
Yeah,
I
I
saw
saw that one.
all year, and I'm probably not going to go see the new
Star Wars.
Star Wars movie.
Star Trek.
Star Trek. I'm probably not going to see the new Star Wars movie because everyone keeps. I already got spoiled for me. So thanks, Facebook.
Hey, I still think you should go see it.
Yeah, I gotta say you gotta.
I think
go
you
see it
should
anyway.
really see it.
Like from the spoilers that you told us about, I think you should still see it.
I was paraphrasing. Like he spoiled a lot of it.
Dude, just go see it.
I infringed.
Well, after you
After you forget it.
after you kill him,
Hey, so
No.
so you won't see it because I blocked
I
you.
know,
But
I
if you
just
somehow see
got
this,
the
fuck you,
spoilers.
Alex. All right.
oh damn, we had to drop.
Oh.
Wait,
no.
are y'all talking about
Star
Star
Wars
Wars?
movie.
Yeah.
Star Trek.
Star Trek. I'm probably not going to see the new Star Wars movie because everyone keeps. I already got spoiled for me. So thanks, Facebook.
Hey, I still think you should go see it.
Dude, I gotta say, dude.
Edit point.
So wait, who all has seen the movie? Raise your hands right now.
Raise your hand or say aye.
I
Brad, Scott, and Joseph, Bobby, and I have had it spoiled for us. Are we gonna? Can we go ahead and do a solid spoiler alert?
Hang on.
No.
Right now we're kind of going around the table and talking about our year in review of movies. So
Yeah, I saw Spider-Man: Homecoming and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yes.
Both were good. I really appreciated both of them. If you're watching this right now, I know you're not because I deleted you because you're an asshole. Fuck you, Alex. You're spoiling Star Wars for me. Piece of shit. But besides that, yeah, those are good movies. Fuck you, Alex.
yeah, so
seriously.
yeah, I got to kind of think because let's see. Being
So
able to
what
see
movie and why is it Star Wars?
Well, of course, it's Star Wars. Star Wars is the best movie I saw this year, definitely by far. But we don't want to
yes.
spoil it.
Hey,
I'm trying to think of all the movies I saw this year, though, because like we didn't get to see as many movies this year after the baby was born.
Can we
Right before Evie was born, we saw Lego Batman.
That
good.
was great.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was
can we
great.
also talk about TV shows as well?
Yeah, we can get there.
Sure.
Of course.
What? Yeah, we saw that recently. Murder on the Orient Express. That was pretty good.
Nice.
Interesting.
I
Yeah.
actually wanted to see that. I didn't get to see
Yeah,
it.
you like that movie had what's his face? Willem Dafoe. Mm-hmm. Johnny Depp. What? Yeah, like a lot of famous people. Oh, the dude that played Gilderoy Lockhart from Harry Potter. Yeah,
buddy.
Yeah, he was in it. He didn't look like him.
Hey, also, you spoiled that movie for me too, Alex. Appreciate. No, I'm joking. You didn't, but screw you anyways.
Anything else, Brad?
Dustin Watson says Star Wars wasn't even Star Wars, though. I disagree.
Wait, Dustin
so-
Watson?
Yeah, whoever that is, I don't know.
Like Dustin? Hey, man. What's up?
Hey, you.
You're wrong.
Hey,
Wait,
We
is
can
it the
argue
same
the
Dustin?
virtues of Star Wars, maybe.
I
perhaps
don't get a picture. I just got the name.
Oh, never mind then. I'm pretty sure it's the same Dustin Watson.
So we're gonna go on. Zach, year in review for movies.
All right. I didn't get to see as many movies as a lot of people did. I have to say, Guardians of the Galaxy, fantastic.
It's on Netflix now.
Guardians of the
It
Galaxy
is.
2?
It
Yes.
is.
What about the first one?
I don't know about that.
I don't have
I
streaming
don't know about that.
services, so it's one of those deals where I don't get to see a lot of really good things ahead of time. But I will say there's been a lot of good movies that have came out, and I really enjoyed that. I'm really looking forward to seeing Star Wars just because Star Wars is a big deal to me. It's just more of the fact that I work for a university, public school system kind of deal, and you got to wait for all the students to get out first. So it's finally about to hit that time, which is
Where Denton
tomorrow.
Didn't
At
become
12.
a
ghost
temporary
town.
ghost town.
Dude, I
Yeah.
love Ghost Town.
No, you know what's
Dude,
you
yeah,
know what I'm gonna do?
Ghost Town Denton is best Denton.
Hey, can I go ahead and show everybody the my case? I got to show it off, dude. My Denton case.
Cameras over
Yeah,
there.
put it next to that camera.
Hang on, let me switch cameras over here. You're not.
You're
Down.
disoriented
Down.
from
Yeah,
Texas. Here's 35 right here. No, it's not 35.
Hey, why is
This
your
is 35.
why is your fingerprint sensor created a crater where my house is?
Because your house is a crater where I live.
Hey.
No, the point is that you know what is that I'm really looking forward to all the new
Dustin
stuff coming
Watson
out.
says, "Yo, been a while, Bobby."
Yeah, it has been a while, but let me do my cash. Stop talking to me. I'm just playing. What's up, man?
Go ahead, Zach.
No, man, it's all good, man. I'm excited to see all the new stuff coming out this next year. It's kind of a waiting phase for the next wave, but I gotta say, all right, this past year Wonder Woman came out, right?
Yes.
And you
Oh, yeah, we
also
saw
had
that.
Justice League.
Didn't see it.
Didn't see
To
it.
be
Yeah,
honest
I
with
watched
you, I enjoyed
Justice League is not out yet.
It is.
Yes,
It's
it
already
is?
out.
Yeah, what?
I saw it.
Okay,
So
well,
Justice
this
League
is what
was
happens when you
actually-
have a kid. All right.
You don't watch movies?
Justice League.
Yeah.
Never having a kid.
You're a fucking pussy. Get a babysitter. God damn it. I was at the gas station. There's a couple crackheads. Is that bad? Yes. I apologize for that. But what I will say is that Justice League is fantastic. And is it worth is it worth paying the money to go see? No. I'm going to go ahead and leave it up to you. Look, I will say...
Should you go see it? I don't know.
Solid. Dude, solid.
Maybe go see it. I don't know, man.
What I will
I'm
say...
just a dude with a microphone.
Just a dude with a microphone. No, I enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed it because it followed some of the comics. It wasn't all the best in regards if you're a...
See, that was even more perfect because it was off screen.
It was great because of the fact that it does follow certain comic book elements and stuff like that, and it is a hell of a lot better than Killing
I'm
Joke.
sorry. I shouldn't have done that.
This is a giggly caster here.
The Killing Joke is terrible, and if you want to compare it to the
Whoa.
Killing Joke, it's
Whoa.
terrible.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
I did see that.
Whenever,
actually.
okay, can we go ahead and do it? Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert for people who have not seen.
Trigger alert, too.
Trigger alert as well.
There's some heavy stuff in that movie.
There is some heavy stuff
Don't do
in
it. Don't do it.
Batman: The Killing Joke. If you watch the animated film The Killing Joke, you will see some things that will
You're
disturb
making
you.
your audio quality terrible. I hope you know.
Yes, I do know that. But here's the thing: is
Spoiler
that
alert.
Don't worry, we won't fix it in post.
we won't. What I will say is that have you guys seen The Killing Joke? Can I go ahead and
No.
spoil it real quick?
I have.
No,
But I
don't
don't
spoil
plan
it.
on
That's
watching it.
something that I'd actually like to see.
Oh, okay.
It's bad. And what I will say is it's just not a good movie, Batman.
Hey, that's pretty good, dude.
Zach's face. He looked at Brad. He's like quiet. It's bad.
I saw that, and it stays true to the comics, and it's bad. It's bad.
It's. I'll let you see it. It's different, but like I thought it was okay. I thought the first half was okay. Second half, I was like, what? The hell? No,
Alright.
actually, reverse that. It's the other way around.
No, I didn't. From the beginning to the end, it is a weird movie, but that's beside the point. Can we talk about you know what? Justice League is its own strangeness, and I like Justice League because I like Wonder
Snyder.
Woman.
It's Zack Snyder, right?
Yes,
I
Zack
hate
Snyder.
Zack Snyder. That is a Zack myself. You know what? In this day and age, Zacks can live.
He does a
Zacks
disservice.
can marry. Zacks cannot direct movies, as far as I can see. As a Zack, I can go ahead and say that Zacks cannot direct movies.
Hey, I'd watch a movie if you directed it.
Yeah, but guess what? I haven't. So guess what? As far as I can tell, Zax cannot direct movies. And I will say, Zack Snyder, I will give him the credit that he has read 3 comics, but he has not read the entire series that Scott here has read. And the thing is that knowledge is imperative. And actually, I can't even, I don't know if I can say it or not, but my years of living with Scott has imprinted upon me an image of Batman, the true Batman that DC was trying to accomplish, that the Justice League cannot accomplish. But the problem is not the fact that Justice League did it wrong. It was the fact that
the Simpsons did it first.
Exactly. Well, it's true because they had more episodes to actually do such a thing. The problem is that they didn't have enough movies to lead up to it. And I'm not necessarily a fan of Marvel, but you know what? They have enough money from that Disney money. Mickey's paying some shit right now.
Dude,
Mickey's
buying
riding that
Mickey-
fucking dick, dude.
Disney just bought
The mouse.
They just
The
bought
mouse is
Fox.
riding the dick, and
Yeah,
guess
they
what?
No, they
Dude,
bought
new.
something else too. They bought Fox, but they bought something else
Well-
really big too recently.
No, it's
forget what it was.
Fox. It's Fox in their animation. All their studios besides Fox News.
Yeah.
Fox News is staying conservative because Disney is inherently liberal. You know, the thing
Except
is
for Walt
that
Disney.
so
They
he's
bought
dead.
Fox, they bought
He's
Fox
dead.
News. Vote for Trump.
All right, well,
Listen to me.
let's keep this moving.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Justice League's
Hey.
great to see. Go see it.
Let's talk about video games.
Well,
No,
no.
Joseph.
Joseph's got to talk about his movies and review.
Did Scott talk about movies
I didn't
yet?
talk
Yes,
about
he
it.
Yeah,
got
Yeah,
two more.
Bobby, you got to calm down, all right?
But we gotta keep it moving.
Stop
We will.
hustling.
I'll start moving it on right now. It seems like I may have seen the most movies so far.
You saw 4 movies?
I think so, yeah.
Oh wait,
So
I saw it too.
Oh yeah,
I forgot. I saw it.
Oh, I wanna
Dang,
see
yeah.
that one.
Okay, so I saw it. I saw Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I saw Spider-Man. Did I say Spider-Man?
Yeah, you saw Spider-Man.
Okay. Wonder Woman. That was the one I was thinking of. Saw Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
And I also, of course, saw Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Out of all of those, definitely Star Wars. Easily
Yeah.
best one.
Can't wait to see it.
the
My
other
man.
one's probably my second best
My
one.
man.
My man.
Slow down.
It was pretty good. I want to say, weirdly, like, I think I enjoyed Spider-Man the second most.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Spider-Man's cool.
Yeah. It was pretty
Like
good.
it.
It is definitely second.
Is
Or
that
third.
Sony or is that Fox Spider-Man? Was that Disney's
is
Fox? or
Sony, but Sony merged with
Disney?
Disney. Like
Marvel.
they came to a deal to have Spider-Man.
Interesting.
These
So yeah, I saw Spider-Man,
trying to take from
Wonder
you, Joseph.
Woman, Thor, Justice League, Star Wars. Anything else? I think that's it. Oh
What's y'all's
I saw
favorite?
it. My favorite. It's so hard, just because I really liked Star Wars. And specifically, it's just I really liked a specific scene in Star Wars. I think it's just my favorite scene.
The titty monster.
Yes, the titty monster.
I'm curious to know which one, but
Hey,
spoilers.
It's the-
Joseph, your favorite?
yeah,
real quick.
my favorite movie.
Yeah,
definitely Star Wars, man. Definitely Star Wars.
But the
I-
other thing is I
yeah,
really
we'll
liked
talk about
Wonder
it
Woman.
at some point. Yeah,
So-
Wonder Woman was really good too, honestly.
So it's just hard to choose between the two, because I think Wonder Woman as a whole was a better movie, but I don't think it's really fair to compare like a superhero movie to Star Wars. But Star Wars, like I said, has like probably the single greatest scene I've seen in movies this year. So
which one?
I'd like to know which scene that is, but we can't talk about
I
it.
know.
the one that's absent of audio.
That was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Hey.
Don't say that.
Hey,
Maybe I know
Hey.
what you're talking about.
what you opening right there?
This is
The other one?
Triple Barrel Big Bad Baptist.
But anyways,
Does that have B
video
emojis?
games.
Is that the
It
next
should.
one?
I think so.
see.
Video
Yes,
games.
Video games. Is
All
the
right,
next
so
one.
me personally, I think video games this year they got better as the year went on, but they also got kind of worse at the same time. If we're looking at the case of EA, what they did with microtransactions and all this stuff, and now I don't know if you guys actually heard about this, but they recently released their new DLC for Battlefront 2. It's terrible. It's Mass
Yep.
Effect, it's Mass Effect Andromeda times 7.
Gross.
It's horrible.
Really?
It's apparently really bad. But PUBG also came out, and they had
PUBG?
less of a budget, and it was super good. And I still enjoy playing it. I didn't play it yesterday. I'm going to play it probably when I go home tonight before I go to sleep because I love that game. The game's really cool, and I enjoy playing it.
I played it before, like early access still, and it was like pretty slow on my machine, not very well optimized at all. But I played it just a couple days ago, and it was great.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, they
But
really optimized it a lot
one
better.
thing
It's still not great.
That also,
Oh my goodness.
one thing that also came to light. Is it good?
Taste that beer.
No, not done talking yet.
Well, this is Big Bad Batista, right?
No, this is Triple Barrel Big Bad
This
Baptist.
is triple barrel.
So
Big Bad
it's
Baptist.
3 times what we had last time.
Okay, so what this is?
This is an Imperial Stout aged in whiskey and rum barrels with cacao nibs, barrel-aged coffee beans, and barrel-aged coconut added.
and this is really good until I get the little hint of coconut at the end, and then it just.
You don't
Ruins
like
it.
coconut.
Kicks
don't
you in the dick.
Hey,
I don't like coconut.
hey. This beer right here.
Uh huh.
This is my favorite beer I've ever had.
Yeah.
I'm not
No way.
joking.
That's
I
awesome,
really
dude.
like this. This is
Dude,
amazing.
Big Bad Baptist is very actually like a lot of people do like it.
What
a
the
lot.
hell is this?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Like if you go find the standard Big Bad Baptist, this is some good stuff.
Oh man, this is so good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
All right.
Anyways,
back to video games.
You're a
yeah.
stout
So
drinker, Bob.
one thing, I'm a super stout
Your
drinker.
style bone.
But I am a stout man. Look at me. But
that coffee.
one thing I also noticed was this kind of came more to light. It kind of came about last year, but it came about even more this year.
Let me
Was
see that bottle.
video game
I
journalism
want to take a picture.
turned sour because apparently being a video game journalist doesn't mean you have to be good at video games. You can just be really bad at video games and like be
I
like,
don't- I
this
don't-
game sucks because you can't play it because you suck at
I
video
don't
games.
think.
Or you can be a feminist and talk about how evil video games are and be a
And
video
how,
game
and how
journalist.
they
Well,
Don't do that.
they-
Don't do that.
Boys literally only want one thing. And it's
Well, okay.
paid off my
I don't think you have to be good at video games to be a reviewer. I just think that you need the knowledge to be able to critique something in a fair way.
I think
Because
Yes.
I think you need to be able to finish video games.
Because
Same.
even Bobby and I think we can both attest for the fact that we can play probably
Any video game
2
ever.
hours of a video game and say this is not for me and critique
Yeah,
it
that's
on
true.
just that
That's
and
true.
give it a actual definitive
Fuck
score.
yeah, I can too. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
yeah,
even
like-
Zach could do that.
I-
Hey, so let's just abandon beers at the round table and just become video game reviewers.
no, no, absolutely not. But like the thing is, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because I will critique
Zach would
the-
definitely have a talent for it, but no, I can't write for shit.
I'll do it, but like I'll be so heavy on these games because
Let's-
I love video games. Anyways,
Let's do a side
I'm a
series.
prejudiced
Good at writing.
motherfucker, dude.
Don't play video games at all.
I
Just don't play enough video games.
I don't like a lot of video games, and I play a lot of them. I spend way too much money on them, and the thing is
So
that,
Zach will be the Simon of our review team.
I always am. I mean, hey, can I go ahead and give a shout out to the guys over at Hoppenstein Brewing Company? I apologize for giving the 7.0
you
quality
don't.
on.
No, you don't.
No, it's not the fact that I don't. It's the fact that it is a 7.0, and it's a good beer. It's just I don't like IPAs, and I'm very honest whenever it comes to that kind of shit. If I don't like an RPG, a JRPG, for example, if we were to do gaming, I don't like JRPGs. I'm going to go and sit there that it's going to be a 6. It's going to be a solid 6. Well, and I won't. And there's a couple games where I'll sit there and I'll say that it fucking sucks. Okay, the Pigeon Dating Simulator.
No. Have you have you seen what that turns into?
Hateful
Though?
boyfriend.
Hateful boyfriend. Have you seen what that turns into though?
Yes, I have,
Dude.
and I'm just like I
That-
appreciate it, and guess what? I would give it a 6.
I haven't played the game, so I can't rate it. But like, just what it's based upon, how it's like it's a pigeon dating simulator, but it turns into like an anime JRPG, which
Yes.
is hilarious. It's just like, wait, what?
It is hilarious, but guess what? Though that is a satirical game,
It is.
and I'm going to go ahead and judge it as so. If I'm going to
Yeah,
put
I
it to
feel
the
you.
same, okay, now listen. If I'm putting it against other satirical games,
Like
all right?
GTA.
Look,
It is. It totally is. It's GTA. It's a satirical game based off on America. It totally is.
but guess what though? Is that,
But it's done right. It's done right.
So
And
for
it's
all
not
of our
even made by
viewers, I gotta
Americans.
say right now is that I'm a GTA fan. I've always been a huge GTA fan.
Get out of
because-
town.
because I like GTA for its realism. I can't even say that straight. But I will say it's not as ridiculous as running around with a dildo and beating somebody in VR like Saints fucking Row, dude.
I mean, you could do that in real life.
You can, I know, but I'm trying.
But Bobby, the problem with that,
Trying to believe.
the problem with that is that the dildo that you'd be running around beating people with is modeled after the Saints Row game.
The Saints Row game is based on a 16-inch model with a nice 7-inch girth. All right, I mean, I want realism. I want realism.
You can actually buy that, though. That's what I'm trying to say. You can buy that dildo online. I've seen it.
What?
Okay.
Anyways, so
Stop.
one thing I wanted to touch on was
I never thought we'd be saying the word dildo on our cast.
Dildo.
we hit a new low.
All right,
Look what 2017 has done to us.
Changing our names to Dort.
Oh my god.
God damn it, you man.
Dildos on the round table? No, dude, no.
Shouldn't have done it. You can't go back now.
We're all going to move to North Dallas.
Hey, stop it. Stop it. Everybody needs to stop right
Get
now.
your game, Bobby. Your game.
So I was going to talk about Cuphead and how video game journalism with that game was like, this is like Dark Souls, but it's like, this is Contra.
Dude,
It's just
everything
Contra.
gets compared to
Dark
Yeah,
Dark
and I hate it.
Souls.
Everyone's like,
Well, like what it is if it's hard, it's compared to Dark Souls.
yeah, but
That's lazy.
Cuphead
You
was
see that
Contra.
with Legend of Zelda. With
Well,
the
hold up.
iterations.
Now, I'm not the biggest
Objection!
I'm not the biggest connoisseur of Dark Souls, but I mean, Breath of the Wild had a lot more comparability to Dark Souls
No.
than Cuphead
Yeah,
did.
it
I'm gonna let you
totally
finish.
did. It totally did. Like,
Well,
yeah,
I mean-
Cuphead's hard. I haven't actually beaten the game yet because I haven't played it a lot. But I played. I enjoyed it. It's Contra. Stop saying it's Dark Souls. It's just Contra. If
Yeah.
you haven't played Contra, then like I don't. Like,
Then
that's
quit
fine.
trying to-
That's fine. But like, don't review a game like this game's hard. It's Dark Souls. It's like no. Like it's Dark Souls is supposed to be hard. And, like Neo is supposed to be hard.
Always.
Like Bloodborne is supposed
I
to be
am
hard.
still waiting
You know?
for Neo. I played Bloodborne, and I loved Bloodborne for the story. And the thing is that it's not the reason why the story is so great. The problem with story play nowadays is that a lot of
Scott,
people.
can you pass me that bottle of scotch?
And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say right now, stories with video games are completely fine.
Yeah.
But the thing is that you appreciate a story more whenever it is more difficult. Like you appreciate the
That's true,
storyline
yeah.
more because you feel more of an emotional connection to
Of
it.
achievement.
A sense, yeah, in a sad sense, dude. I mean, it's true.
I know a sense of accomplishment is the
Accomplishment. Damn it. Yeah, that's the quote.
But I agree with that.
But it
completely.
is.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like I haven't even beat Bloodborne yet because I'm not a very good gamer. I like gaming.
I haven't either,
like-
but then again, I don't own a PS4.
I do own a PS4, but I've owned a lot of consoles, and guess what? There's a lot of good games out there
Yeah.
right now.
Bless
And
you.
there's a reason why I always come back to Bloodborne, and it's because of the fact that I enjoy
because it calls your name.
it. Well, you know
I
what?
thought
The
we were talking about
story is
Cuphead. Why are we
generic.
talking about Bloodborne?
Because we're talking about Dark Souls and
Games being
this
compared to Dark
software,
Souls.
Yeah.
and it's this software is the publisher.
Wasn't
company, right?
Bloodborne like
2014.
built on the Dark Souls engine?
Exactly?
Yeah,
and
it's
that's-
by the same
it's by the
people.
same
It's
people,
by
and
From
that's
Software and
we're talking about that there's going to be a new
Published by
this
Sony.
software coming out for Switch, and there's a lot of talk. All right, I want to go ahead and say this right now.
Isn't Dark
for
Souls coming to the
Samsung.
Switch like the trilogy?
No, not necessarily, and that's the thing, is that they didn't.
No, I
announce
swear I
it.
heard this.
Yeah, you did, but guess what though? Is that they're talking about maybe even making a Switch exclusive, which could be linked to the Samsung, the Samus IP, the Metroid IP. Actually, is what
So
they're
like
talking
Dark
about.
Souls, but with Samus.
Dude.
We're talking about a shooter that could be possibly as the same difficulty as.
No, but I want Dark Souls specifically.
Okay, Metroid Prime, though, on the GameCube.
They're talking about. Okay, here's what I've heard, and it's
That was a good game.
it's
Yeah.
Metroid Prime, but made by because guess what? They have
but with
somebody.
swords.
They talk about Metroid Prime or Metroid with the 2D side scroller and stuff like that, made by the original guys that made it. You know. But guess what? They're talking about a Metroid Prime game that's made by the same guys that do this software. That's what I've heard. I mean,
wait, From Software?
yeah. I'm sorry, From
Okay.
Software.
Oh, hey, we stepped it down with this beer. This beer's only 11.4%.
Yeah, only. But yeah, so video games this year.
That's pretty cool.
I think my favorite video game this year so far. It's actually kind of weird to say, even though it just kind of came out. I really like PUBG, but I still. I don't know. I really like Evil Within 2. I really like PUBG, but I think my favorite game of all time this year was actually still the remake or the re-release of Dragon's Dogma because that was such a good game. And like, I actually did go back and play a lot of Dark Souls this year. I wanted to, and I was like, man, I'm mad about this test I gotta take in like 2 weeks. Like, it's like kill a monster, like, you know.
Let me go get mad at this video game instead.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Exactly. Because you can throw a controller, you can't throw a professor.
Yeah.
I mean, you could,
So I've heard at least.
but they would be legally.
If they know who you are. Actually, real quick step. Did you guys hear about that guy who got arrested at UNT?
Yeah.
The serial killer?
Hey, are you gonna shoot? What are you gonna do? Shoot me?
What?
Or that guy?
No.
There's enough guys.
I haven't
now
heard
in
about
Denver.
this. Tell me.
Okay, so there's a guy who.
Yeah, you're going to have to be more specific.
There was a male who ran into a room, like a I don't know, a classroom, while there was a final going on. He ran in the room and snatched the final from one of the students, and then he ran out.
Wait, was that UNT?
That was UNT.
What?
What? I thought that was somewhere else.
I thought it
That's
was UNT.
stupid.
But he did that, and they were like, "Wow, okay, we're like, we can't like, you guys have finished this test, sure, but it's like." After this whole class takes this test, we can't give it out anymore, obviously. So, like, he apparently someone, like, knew what it looked like, and they snitched on him, and he got arrested.
Fuck him, dude.
It's like,
Or
you
fuck
should
Paul.
have wore a mask. You should have bought one pair of cheap Walmart clothes for $10, and then a mask around there.
Get arrested
That's the final.
for what? Like, that can't even be, like, really theft. I mean, certainly the final's not worth $50.
It still wouldn't have even. I mean, he wouldn't have gotten arrested, maybe, but the
Apparently-
final would have still been botched. Like,
Yeah, he apparently got arrested, though.
Weird.
But by Denton PD. Or by
Campus.
UNT campus
Right,
police.
yeah.
So, I
So
guess-
video games.
Video games.
Brad.
But,
so-
what were you guys' favorite video
Yeah,
games?
what is
so-
it and why is it Breath of the Wild?
Well, of course it's Breath of the Wild.
Actually, yeah, I honestly.
You think you know me so well, Scott. Nah, yeah, it's Breath of the Wild. Nah, like I'm a huge Zelda fan, if you know me, and like, you know, for forever.
Are you?
Yeah.
Why is your daughter named not Zelda then, huh?
You're gonna have to take that up with Kara.
Hey, Kara.
Yeah, no, like, but like, yeah, for the longest time, my favorite Zelda game had been Wind Waker, which that's in itself a controversial opinion.
It's a good one, though.
Yep.
I like that one.
A lot of people are like, why is it not Ocarina of Time?
Oh, Twilight Princess.
Dude, I really don't like Twilight Princess. I'm gonna be honest.
It's a weird one, dude.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, did you play it on Wii or did you play it on GameCube?
I played it on the Wii. I played it a little bit on the GameCube. But
Played it on the
played
GameCube.
it on
most recently though, I played the
Upscaled on
HD
GameCube.
remake on the Wii U, and even then I couldn't really get into
Oh,
it.
really?
Hey.
Well, I think, yeah, like Zach just said, upscaled on the GameCube is like the best version of it.
Okay, so Dolphin does a great job with it, but the thing is that it's still, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. As compared to playing Breath of the Wild, it is a different experience, and the thing is that you become accustomed to how Wind Waker was, and for guys like us, it's not a bad game. It's not. All right.
Well, I mean, yeah. So I mean, no matter what console I play it on, I'm just not really going to get into Twilight Princess. Like, the story doesn't really capture me. Like, you know, the gameplay of that one doesn't really capture me. But Breath of the Wild is really crazy because, you know, just going into that, like, the game was immediately different. Like, when you discover that there's a dedicated button that makes you jump, like, that blew my mind.
And that you can climb fucking
You,
everything.
yeah, everything. You can climb everything. Like, I walked out of the shrine, the first thing I picked up was a stick. And then an apple. And then I met an old man from the forest.
Could you imagine like how easy or like Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask or any of the past Zelda games would be if you can climb everything? Like,
Did you beat the
like
DLC?
half the
yet?
puzzles.
Not yet.
yeah, think about Wind
Over.
Waker. Think about Wind Waker. Think about that real quick. You're just like, oh, this mountain I have to go around. Nah, dude, climb up.
But yeah, I mean, like, to be honest, I haven't really had a whole ton of time for games, so Breath of the Wild's kind of been my game of the year. I played some of Mario and Rabbids.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a really good game. I really enjoyed that. I'm hoping that this coming year I'm going to be able to get back into PC gaming a lot more.
Politically correct gaming. Yeah, me too.
I'm building my new rig, and that's going to be exciting.
What's the gender of your rig?
My rig doesn't have a ginger. I'll
A gender?
I'll thank you not to try and assign one.
You know what my favorite video game of the year was? My life, because everybody plays me. No, I'm just playing.
Damn.
Nah, but the other game I really enjoyed this year was Doom.
Stop it.
Doom?
Yeah, I didn't get to play that when it came out. So like it was a new game to me this year.
Doom.
And it was great.
I didn't like Doom.
I like it.
I'm okay about Doom.
You're wrong, Bobby.
Doom
I am.
Slayer.
I think the reason why I didn't like it because I beat it in 6 hours.
Well, maybe don't do that next time.
I want to go ahead and get it for Switch because I haven't gotten to play it.
I'm gonna get it for Switch too.
I beat
Apparently I
that
have it
game.
with
Really good
Xbox
on
One.
Switch.
I beat that game in the second hardest difficulty in about 6 hours, and I was mad that I did that.
All right, Zach. Video games for the year.
Ziggity Zack.
Go. And why is it? And why is it No Man's Sky?
Oh,
It's
don't
No
even
Man's
get him
Sky.
started. Don't even get him started.
All right.
Stop it.
He didn't
All
say
right.
that. He didn't say it. Just go into something else.
Can I go ahead and just make a quick comment?
No.
I've killed everything. I was a huge Destiny 2 fan for a minute because I enjoy Destiny 2. I was actually
So okay, now when you say for a minute, are you specifically saying there's a short amount of time, or when people say a minute to refer to a long amount of time?
as a minute in regards to as long as it took me to realize that Destiny 2 was a cash grab.
So was that a short or a long
Wait,
amount
what?
of time?
Really?
Relatively short.
Relatively
Wait,
short.
what? Please elaborate.
weeks.
Yeah, I've been
actually
hearing starting to trash on
All
Destiny
right,
2.
listen. All right, it sucked.
Loot boxes, DLC.
It sucked, okay? I was going to go through and do everything. I like the story of Destiny. I do, because the thing is that it starts with the Mars 1 mission. Or the Mars 1 mission. And it was... The Guardian. Yes, stop. Don't put your fucking hands down, dude. Yes, and it sucks. It's like
sorry.
watching. It's like watching and finding out that your dad is a fucking alcoholic or some bullshit.
Or even worse, your dad is actually the Guardian.
Oh no!
I don't mean that, by the way. I'm just saying as a
know.
guardian, as like the Bungie. Okay, so I, as a kid, got the Halo 3 Xbox 360 pack. I didn't have an Xbox before that. I was a PlayStation man.
So how
My
did you play it?
grandparents- I played because my grandparents got me a PlayStation 2 because they didn't
So
understand.
you
it was
put
sweet
you
as-
put the Halo 3 disc
Stop.
into the PlayStation.
Stop. So, anyways, I got Halo 3, and I got the Master Chief Edition of the
Halo's a
Xbox
pretty cool
360,
guy.
and I was in love with it because I got, for Christmas that year, Halo 3,
Yeah.
and then the orange box, which was a big deal.
Oh,
Do you remember the orange box?
I've gone to FanCon since then here in Dallas, Fort Worth.
The orange box.
And I've gotten the Aperture Science decal. You know, I mean, I was a fan of everything that Gabe Newell did, and the thing was that
orange box.
I was in love with it. I loved the storyline that they did.
and then
with all
Gabe
of it.
decided that he didn't want to make video games anymore.
No, it wasn't that. Bungie
Dave.
did a great job, and I like the premise behind Destiny, and I like Destiny's mechanics. I really did, and the thing is that there's a common element in 2017, and it's that publishers ruin games.
Hey, EA, how's it going? Hey, you know how I said fuck you, Alex? Fuck you, EA.
EA,
You can't spell Alex without EA.
Oh no.
and the same goes for Activision and all those other ones. It really hurt a lot. I mean, I was one of those guys that. Okay, so Destiny means a lot to me because that year, Joseph and I were living together. It was a very formative year for me personally, for a couple of us on the cast, and that was a very interesting year for us, and that was. The storyline behind it was really gravitating. It was about somebody that was brought back, and you were at the bottom, and you were meant to defend something. And I like the story about that. I do. And the thing was that Bungie did a great job relating it to current day events using the Mars 1 mission, which is now completely debunked. It was supposed to be basically a reality TV show where they were going to send contestants out to Mars to live on
Which I thought
their
was
own.
retarded.
It was.
Wait.
But the thing is, though,
Now
is
it's just Elon Musk saying, I want to go to Mars.
so basically, Destiny's story was based on originally the Mars 1 mission, which was by the European Space Agency.
Mars Shore.
And so they tied that into the storyline, and that's what I really enjoyed, which was they added a little bit of reality to it.
Okay, that
and,
makes sense. Then. I was like, wait, they did what with Mars with Destiny? What the fuck?
Okay, so it was. It
I get
Well,
it
it all
now.
started when two of the contestants slept with each other
No, I get what
and
you're
upset
saying.
the Guardian.
I get what you're saying now, Zach. It's just-
Reread the grimoire for it, and I like the grimoire even. And I'm not even a WoW fan or anything like that, but I do like the lore that was affiliated with it. They made a great mechanics associated with the game, but the thing is that you can clearly see where the mechanics that Bungie set forth was met with the mechanics of Activision to be a money-making system, which, it makes sense. You got to make money at some point.
Yeah.
And it just sucks, and I'm sad about that. I gotta say, I apologize to the makers of No Man's Sky. They've done a great job
No, they haven't.
in re-releasing all of the DLC to make a halfway decent game,
Based upon Ian Parberry's work, actually, which is kind of funny.
which is one of our main
professors.
instructors up here in Denton. Well, a lot of us are comp sci students, if not all of us.
I think we're all comp-sized dudes.
We're all comp sci students, so all of us have taken Parbury at one point in
I
time or are
haven't.
familiar with.
I had him for Foundations. It's so weird.
I
But
know
it was
who he
great.
is, though.
It was a great experience.
So
I know he's British.
he was one of the main
He has an
developers on the
It's like, is he Australian?
Anyways, he
No,
was a
I
really
don't know.
good game developer. He does the
He does have an
procedural
accent.
development on that, and you know what? No Man's Sky, Destiny 2 has done a great job.
Wait, I thought you were just trashing Destiny.
Yeah,
So
I
which
do.
is it?
I do, and it's the fact that Destiny's publishers have done a bad job. The problem that I have is that the publishers have taken up too much control, just like how Trump's taken up too much of the government. You know, there's a lot of people behind.
Well, unfortunately, the publishers have all the control. Without the publishers, there is no game.
For sure. It's sad to see, but anyways, I did enjoy it for a while. I am a huge fan of Zelda. I am a big fan of Rocket League and what they've continued to do, and Psionics. They've done a really, really great job. So that's it. That's all I got.
So you're voting Rocket League on Switch then?
Yeah, Rocket League on Switch. I continue.
Yeah.
I commend their support all the way through.
Actually, I haven't gotten that yet, and I need to get that for sure.
You know-
Well, and just by saying the name of the game, what was your favorite game of the year?
Rocket League on Switch.
Rocket League on
Hell
Rocket
yeah.
League in general. Switch,
Oh,
PS4.
yeah.
I've bought it 3 times now. And I don't regret a single purchase of it. And to be honest with you, it's between them and Grand Theft Auto. But to be honest with you,
Well, that was like
Rocket League takes the cake.
Grand Theft Auto was like how many years ago now?
Man, no one cares. You said game again. Joseph, what's your
All
favorite
right,
game?
Joseph, yeah, game.
Man,
video games.
Y'all know me. I don't play a whole lot of video games, but I have played.
And why is it
PUBG,
Rocket League?
And it is Rocket League. It's Rocket League because they consistently do the right thing.
He consistently puts the ball in the goal.
In the goal, yes.
All right,
They,
Scott.
Let me give PUBG its props, though.
PUBG does get
PUBG
props.
has come a long way. And
Not,
I made,
not on Xbox.
I would like to try PUBG.
you should. You absolutely should.
You will-
On PC.
It's going to be on sale here pretty soon, probably.
I'm sure it will.
The
Christmas
week
sale
one
and all that kind of crap.
I'm on sale.
Now, PUBG has come a long way on
That's
PC.
racist.
When I first played it, it wasn't that great. Played it a couple days ago. It was amazing. Not amazing. It was great.
It was good.
It was still great.
1.0.
That's that Scrum ideology.
Yeah, seriously.
Now it gets pushed out.
Anyway,
at the very end.
yeah, Rocket League.
they're bumping their sprints.
Hey, Scott.
Still Rocket
Hey,
League.
Scott.
sir.
Scott. What was your favorite game?
You know, that is
Just you're in review of your games.
Nobody cares. Let's go on this.
nobody cares.
I care.
No, I
care.
care. What's I'm Kara. What's your favorite game?
I mean, it's so hard because we had a lot of greats like Zelda, Assassin's Creed Origin,
No, Assassin's Creed Origin wasn't good, dude. But all right.
Dot Hack GU.
Ooh, buddy.
Yeah, I think I might actually have to give it to Dot Hack GU, even though it is
A
a.
good JRPG.
Yeah, I mean it's a remake, but it's the fact that it's
Good one.
It's a good one, and it's bringing it's closing out the story, and that's something that we've wanted for. I think it was about 10 years between the last release and this release, so for 10 years, actually getting the chance to close out the story was something that I was really excited about. So I'm gonna have to give it to that, even though the Switch was definitely like something that just blew my mind. I played almost every night,
Dude.
So,
The Switch is definitely the best console I've ever had.
yeah,
The Switch is amazing. All right, Joseph. What's that next topic, man?
It's beer.
It's beer?
Okay, great.
All right.
Let's end with that topic because we're getting a little close.
What time is it?
Well, I mean, I don't know about time. It's 9:14.
Oh, cool. I'm going to be dead tomorrow.
And we're like 55 minutes into the cast. So,
I mean, why don't we just go 2 hours? I mean,
All right,
Christmas special.
Real quick. What was our other?
So, yeah,
what was our other topics? Really quick.
Oh yeah, hold up. I gotta set
it
some
was
things
beer. We have beer now.
beer, alcohol.
Beer, alcohol, politics, crypto.
Okay, I think everyone knows politics now. If you're living in 2017, the world is kind of screwed up right now, thanks to a lot of stuff that's going on.
World is fucked.
Not gonna name any names, but you know who I'm talking about.
and talking about crypto, all you got to know right now is
Just
go on
Coinbase.
Go invest.
Go buy right now because everything's low.
Go
Yes.
invest in
But-
long blockchain company.
Don't endorse them.
Don't buy Bitcoin Cash.
Yeah, don't buy Bitcoin
don't do that.
Cash.
Wait, why?
It
Fucking
fucked
scam.
everybody.
It's a scam.
Is it a scam?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't buy any of that. My phone just died, so I can't really fix it. I mean, I didn't buy
I mean,
any.
it's gonna get, dude. short term, it's fine. It's gonna
I'm
get
joking.
pumped.
I didn't buy any of it.
Okay, but yeah.
All right.
Bitcoin
well,
all the
anyway,
way.
Long-term.
So,
Litecoin
Bobby,
all the way. Yes.
year in review for beers. Go.
Year in review for beers. My favorite beer for all this year.
Yeah.
I'd have to say your beer, Brad. Your beer was my favorite beer this year.
Which one?
I forgot which one, but one of them was good.
Liar.
No, but honestly, this year we had a lot of beers this year. Jeez, for every cast, this is the
If you
18th
need
cast.
if you need help, you can go to our Instagram page.
That's right. 18.
My phone is dead.
At least 18 different beers.
Yeah, 18
that
different
we've
beers
had
we've had this
for the
year.
cast.
I know one for sure that stuck out was definitely the Feisty Blonde. I think that was like episode 5 or 6.
Oh yeah, we all really like that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually buy that one pretty consistently now.
Oh, yeah?
It's usually not usually in my fridge, but every time I go out, I don't know which beer to buy. I'll probably buy either Montucky or a Feisty Blonde.
It's
So I'm
episode
really liking
7.
that.
Pretty
I was
good.
close. Yeah, I was not far off. But
All right.
there was one beer that I also really liked, and it was I can't remember the name of it. It was like the raspberry beer that we had.
Yeah.
Brain dead.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Little
like
brainless raspberry.
Little
Yeah.
brainless
By
raspberry.
Epic. By Epic.
Yeah.
By Epic
Epic.
Brewing,
It
which
was-
is the same brewery that made that triple barrel.
Triple barrel.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bad Baptist.
Okay,
Big
maybe,
Bad Baptist.
maybe I just like their brand then. I'll probably check them out more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's something I said last cast with just the three of us. It was like Epic is just
They got some
killing
good
it.
stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I've never had anything bad from them.
But yeah, so as far as beers go, I really like Feisty Blonde. I liked most of the beers. I think there was only like 2 beers that we tried that I was like, I will not get this ever again. But most of the beers,
The coconut lime.
yeah, that one was not. I didn't like that one. I'm sorry. Like
Pumpkin and latte.
that, yeah,
That
the
one
pumpkin
too.
latte. I think those are the
Pumpkin
2 actually. The
latte.
pumpkin latte and the coconut lime.
So
one.
my brother, him and his boyfriend are big fans of Martin House Brewery, and I am too. I love Martin House, but like he was the one that originally recommended the pumpkin spice latte to me. And after we had it, and like we gave our pretty mediocre scores of it, he was like, "You're wrong about that beer. Y'all are all wrong."
Sorry.
But I actually wasn't here last time for this one. This Galactic Haze IPA.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and rate this one right now, actually, because it's pretty good. I remember we drank one of the IPAs, and I was like, I'm not really a fan of IPAs. I'm pretty sure I established that in the beginning,
Yeah.
but I actually like this one.
Back in our awkward phase of podcasting.
You like? Hi, my name is Bobby.
Hi, my name is Bobby, and I like.
I'm not really a fan of IPAs.
That face with
I
no
like
GF.
IPRs.
So you got anything else to say about your year of beer?
No, I'm really glad that I got to share 18 good cold ones with you guys, though. It's really been really amazing.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I won't be here next year, though. I'm going back to my home planet,
No.
Bobbytron.
No.
Your
Planet
people
Claire.
need you.
Yeah, my people need me. No, I'll be here. Hopefully. Thinking about Thinking about that new Sonic game coming out. No, I'm joking. I'm just playing.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go slow this time. It's
All
called
right.
Subsonic.
Let's see, my year in beer.
To be continued.
I gotta kind of think about this one.
My year in fear.
Let's see. Yeah, that Feisty Blonde was good. I'm trying to think of any ones we had on the cast that really, really kind of popped out and stuck out. Only one I can really think of is that Feisty Blonde. I can think of the ones that I really didn't like. Those stick out a little bit more for some reason.
About the wet hop.
The Wet Hop. That was a good one. I really like that one.
That was dank.
Yeah.
Wait.
Who was that one?
We didn't have 18
That was
beers.
Austin Beer Works.
Austin Beer Works. Yeah.
We didn't have 18 beers because there was a couple of the cast that we did alcohol.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's true.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it
anyways.
was still a cold one because I made you a cold alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Shout out to Scott for making the best drinks ever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Scott.
So yeah, that Wet Hop. I'm probably going to say that the Wet Hop is actually my favorite that we've had on the cast.
Oh,
That was a
cheater.
good one.
Hang on. But the first stout that we had tonight, I think, is actually going to be my favorite one.
Oh wait, we can review these beers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this was my favorite all the way. This was amazing.
But yeah, that Wet Hop Ale was a close second. That was a really good one. I really enjoyed that one.
I mean, wet hop IPA.
Yeah, Wet Hop IPA. What did I say?
You had said wet hop ale.
Well, it is an ale.
I mean, yes, but it's specifically branded as wet hop IPA.
Who are you, Brad Slater?
Can we next time maybe drink the dry stand API? Can we do that? It's not wet hop. It's just dry stand API. I'm stupid. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna have to say. I think that's my year of beer.
Cool.
Zach,
Ziggity Zach.
your year of beer in review.
To be honest with you, there was. I really did enjoy that first beer that we had, but I mean, I'm not saying this.
Collage 2.
No.
That would be the first beer we had today.
Party foul.
The thing is that I've always enjoyed lagers. As I've
Wait, hang
gotten
on.
older.
You said that you really enjoyed the first beer we had today,
That's a
and
stout,
then I
yes.
named the beer, and then you said no.
Yes.
Oh, I just want to establish that that's the beer that you did enjoy today.
It is, and I usually like lagers. Look, I'm gonna say it right now. I am looking for the day that comes whenever we review our own lager, in our own way, and it sucked. I hear you giggling over there, Bobby.
No, I was burping. I swear to God. I went like this, and I was like, "Roar." I didn't want to burp into the mic.
I almost burped. I was about to be like, that's what a burp sounds like, Bobby.
I went like that.
But guess what? It didn't
There's
burp
a little
because
puke
it
on the floor by Bobby. I can confirm that one.
Move it away from the mic.
Look, man, you know what? Every beer that I have is an adventure, and you can't compare one to another. You can't compare
Yes, you
a stout
can.
to a lager. No, you can. You can't compare a
means-
stout to lager.
Yeah, he means you can't. Like,
This is Zach's
compare
truth.
types,
Let him
different types
speak
of
his-
beer. You can't compare an IPA to
Hey,
a
hey,
lager.
hey! Let
Let
Zach
Zach speak his
it.
truth.
Fucking Brad.
Look, dude, I like all the beers that we get to have, and it's only because of the fact that we get to talk about them and we get to enjoy every single one of them together. The reason why we don't really rate lower than a 5 is not because we have a bad beer. It's because every beer that we have is good, and every discussion that we have associated with the beer is even better. And you know, as sappy as that sounds, I appreciate every fucking drink that I get to have. And to all those local home brewers out there, to all the small guys, to all the little men, dude, thank you guys. I honestly, to give us that ability to be able to talk about all these things, Hop and Sing Brewery, to, I mean, even as large as you're talking about Rahr and Sons and Lakewoods, I mean, in our local area, thank you guys for everything that you do. You know, it's about appreciation for the beer more than anything else. I appreciate the discussion we get to have on
I
that.
can raise
To
a
the
glass of that.
beer.
I'll drink
Yeah,
that.
I drink to that. Wait, actually, wasn't there a beer that Brad rated a 4?
Probably.
It was the
It was probably the coconut one.
Lime.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
But you know
Fuck
what?
that beer.
But that was all flavor still. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. The thing is that, you know what? The guys over there at Beard and Monk, they do a great job supplying us with good beer. And whenever we buy our own beer, It still is fucking good.
Yeah.
It's true. I really, really hope the people who make that coconut lime beer don't watch this one because you're just like, fuck that beer. And they're like, why? I put a lot of work into that. I have so many
beer
calories.
not merely just the social lubricant that brings us all together?
Eggs, salad.
Anyway,
No. You think you're going to have that one, Joseph? No, you're not.
it is a social
already did that.
lubricant.
It is.
Shut up, you pansies.
On that note, I like that, we get to appreciate the craftsmanship of the beer. I think that's what Zach was talking about a little bit. We get to appreciate the craftsmanship. Now, at least on to my favorite beers this year, I guess. Yeah,
This season?
This season.
The season of Bort.
I really, weirdly this time, I have not traditionally been a huge IPA fan, but this Bortcast has turned me into quite an IPA fan.
What?
You just got to drink the right IPAs.
Exactly.
Like that's what I've always said.
Like Brad's
Now-
IPAs.
The one I had pulled up is Grace and Grit. That one was really
Oh,
good.
dude! How did I forget about that one?
That
Okay, I
one-
changed my number one.
Wait. Your number one beats the triple barrel.
Okay, no. Okay, Collage number 2 is my number one. I'm sorry. Grace and Grit is my number 2. The Wet Hop Ale is now my number 3.
Similar.
Man, that's cheating.
Now, for me, actually,
I don't give a fuck.
Changing, moving around and shit. Okay.
just this one that we had today, the Triple Barrel Big Bad Baptist, that's number one, obviously. Because that one was freaking good just now.
It was very good.
It hit all the notes. Anyway.
You hit all my
second,
notes.
Grace and Grit. Third was the Wet Hop IPA. Yes. Delicious.
God.
Scott, what's your year in review of beers?
So yeah, I guess it's interesting just because
His sweater is burning the fucking shit out of my eyes right now. I keep looking at him. I'm just like,
is it my bow tie?
no, it's not. It's the reflective shit reflecting in my eyes. I'm like sitting there, dude. I wish I would have worn my LED one tonight. So
So it'd be a battle of the lights.
Dude, to be honest with you, I think you won.
You guys would have opened a wormhole in the universe right in the center of the table from all the reflective light.
We just, in the middle, we see ourselves.
Scott's favorite beer was the Haley beer.
The Haley beer? What's that?
I don't know. The Haley.
Hey, I did a yes and, Bobby. You're supposed to respond to something. No, yeah, I think you know
Can't
it's
spell Haley without EA.
No.
All right, here's your beer tips.
I don't think I'm going to edit this one. I think I'm just going to post it as is so people could truly experience what we did tonight.
Can't spell Merry Christmas without EA.
Damn it. He's not wrong.
All right.
Double-decker lights.
So for me, it's very different to be, having all these beers.
Yeah.
Because
traditionally, you're not a beer guy.
traditionally, I am not a beer guy.
Classic Scott.
Can't spell traditionally. I'm not a beer guy with that.
Can't spell a lot of things without EA, Bobby.
You're right. Go ahead. Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, like one of the beers Zach turned me on to was Land Shark, which I'm very appreciative of, and I really like Land Shark.
Land Shark is underrated. It's very good.
Yeah, it's very good. I think I stated when we had Austin Beer Works' wet IPA, wet hopped IPA. Like I think I said, like this is the first time that I really like an IPA, and I would actually get it again. So
You did say that.
that is like definitely one of my top.
So
And
you've got a couple months out of the year where you'll drink IPAs.
yeah, exactly,
Basically.
very small window.
That's part of the problem of living in Texas is that you get to have.
Dude, that's not even a Texas problem. Like
let me
literally,
finish.
okay, go ahead and finish. I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Well, I like IPAs because it tastes grassy and summery. And guess what? I like stouts because it's wintry and thick. Thick with the double C.
That's like describing me because I was born in the winter and I'm a pretty big guy.
What I was mainly talking about is specifically wet hop ales.
Your fighter.
What I was specifically talking about is wet and hop IPAs are only available during harvest time of hops, which is like, October, November.
For sure, and I understand that.
Do you?
Yes, he does.
I try my best to understand, and guess what? I'm not always right. But what I will say is that my flavor is my flavor. My taste is my taste, just as everybody else and every listener.
Just like I said at the top of the podcast, if you don't like this, go hang out with the trash
Hey,
bird.
Kara.
But anyways,
What was your favorite beer this year?
no, nothing.
You gotta have an answer when you come back.
But I also wanted to just also give a shout out to the Big Bad Baptista, because
That was good.
both last week
Last
and
week.
this week it's been really good.
Well,
And-
Big Bad Baptista was one. This is the Triple Barrel Big Bad Baptist. And
Oh,
then there's
okay.
the regular Big Bad
Bad
Baptist.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Each one of the two that I've had are both very good, and then also Epic Brewing, just like we've kind of discussed. I think they do a really good job with.
Well, maybe if Epic stopped using
Everything
so
we-
many B's in their names, we wouldn't get confused.
Maybe they're just big fans of alliteration.
Maybe they're just fan of the big B emoji. You know?
Big
All right,
beer
All right,
brewed
Kara.
by-
What was your
Kara,
favorite?
what was your favorite beer?
I didn't really get to drink much this year because I was pregnant in 2016 and breastfeeding most of this year. Finally got to stop. I don't know. I haven't had any beers.
You can name it cider.
What about the virgin daiquiris I made you?
Oh, those were good.
That's not beer, dude.
No, that's still good though.
That's so good.
Specifically beer.
You had to say Brad's beer because he's your husband.
I don't know. I don't know the names of beers.
Fair enough.
Get out of our podcast.
Thank you, Kara. Bye. All right, I think we're done for the day.
Yeah, so let's go back through and review the beers that we drank today.
No, I already did. I gave mine a perfect.
So
And let me
so
tell you,
let,
they have been flowing.
let's start
Have they?
with the was it whiskey that we had?
What's Scotch, dude?
No, it was.
Well, you
No,
want to
no,
you want to
what-
talk?
of Zach's that we drank.
Okay, well,
We drank 36
Our-
Ranger Creek.
yeah,
It was
our
delicious.
our pre-show was 36 caliber from Ranger Creek
It's a great brewery.
Brewstillery
Brewstillery
down
and
in
I
San
gotta say,
Antonio.
shout out to the R Whiskey subreddit. I know a lot of people out there will talk a lot of shit about Ranger Creek, and
Will they?
yeah, they do.
No, that's weird.
Because they sit there and they talk about how it's a shitty whiskey that rides off the whole Texas whiskey, going on down there in Texas. Look, the thing is that they make a good whiskey and they make a good beer out of the barrels that they leave on the side.
If they're mad just about its marketing, fuck them.
Well, they charge a lot more for that.
Holy
and guess
shit.
what though?
yeah,
the
they,
thing
like
is
they're like it is smaller bottles that are a little bit more expensive.
Ranger Creek though is still, I feel, a good distillery,
really
and it makes
good.
it makes a good beer
Worth
too.
it in my
with it.
opinion.
That's the most Texan thing Joseph has ever said. I don't know if you guys caught that. But he's like, if this is based on Brandon, fuck him. I was like, oh, God. The Texan
Well, the thing is that
If you don't shoot
we're a
Big Red, then fuck you.
podcast. We're a podcast based out of Denton, Sanger, Texas, North Texas, and
Denton,
the thing
Sanger,
is that
Denton Sanger.
Denton, Sanger. We're up there in
Denton
the northern
County.
Texas, Denton County, Texas. I'm gonna go ahead and say right now, I tell you what, if you want to get yourself a good whiskey, you're gonna get yourself some Ranger Creek. Either that or you're going to get some of their good stouts, man. I mean, especially a holiday time of year. I mean, god damn, it's going to kick you on your ass. The thing is that, look, it's a
Guess
good
which
beer.
one of us actually isn't a Texan?
Yeah. Very, very true.
Nah, you're
From
Texan now.
Chicago, dude.
You're Texan now.
I drive a truck or some bullshit like that,
Yeah.
dude. I think
You're
I
a converted Texan.
I think honestly,
converted Texan. Guess what? If I lived in the Caribbean or something like that, then I would drink rum all the time. Because the thing is that you know what?
yeah, fuck
It's
bro.
the exact same rules.
God, you I'm playing.
The heat of Texas. Whenever you go to Ranger Creek's distilleries, you got to understand that a lot of alcohols develop a lot faster with the increased heat. brought upon by the environment that they are distilled in. So it's a big deal. I got to say, Ranger Creek, I can't go wrong with that. That was a gift by Brad. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Merry Christmas to you, man.
Merry Christmas.
It was a great time. I'm glad I got to share. I mean, a good whiskey is not a good whiskey unless you get to share it with friends and everybody else gets to enjoy it as well.
Oh, of course.
As for the beer tonight, we had starting out.
Well, starting out, we got the Collage 2.
Collage 2 from 2016.
Sure doesn't say college too?
No, that's Collage.
Were you about to say bitch? You're like, bitch, that's a two.
No, bitch, that's a 2.
It was great. It was a blast.
I
dude.
knew it was collage. I just wanted to just
Collage.
So, yeah.
Holy shit, man. No, bitch, that's a two.
The 2 goes first.
So a little bit more about the acquisition of this beer. If you've been listening to the podcast, you know that Beers of the Round Table is great friends with the Bearded Monk. The Bearded Monk has supplied most of the beer that we've had on the show
This past year.
Yeah, so Bottle Shop here in Denton, Texas, they have a
Ridiculous supply.
well, I was gonna say
craft.
they have a club. I was gonna say secret club. I don't really know if it's a secret club. It's called the Monastery.
Hey, you can't talk about
You
that.
forgot the first rule, Brad. I'm gonna have to take
That's
you
the
up back.
That's the second rule. First rule is put your foot in.
Go ahead and say goodbye to your favorite host, Brad, here. We're going to go ahead and take him out back here.
All right,
but,
grab
I
the
was-
Disney to
Put
sacrifice.
you in the monastery.
I was an inaugural member of the monastery.
Yes, you were.
But it's basically their little club that they have at the Bearded Monk. You get notified of rare releases when they hit the store, and you get to reserve them. They have private events sometimes, and it's a pretty good deal. You pay it's like $50 for your first year and $25 every year. After that, it's very worth it if you're a big beer drinker, like most of us here on the cast, except for Scott maybe.
Even for Scott, though, too. I mean, I'm not. A lot of us here are not big beer drinkers. It's a great deal. I mean,
Yeah.
just being on. I mean,
Honestly, one thing too is like being in college. Like you drink a lot sometimes, but like one thing I learned this year is like, yeah, you drink a lot when you're in college, but because I joined this podcast, man, I love beer.
Yeah,
Beer's so good.
Yeah. You might drink a lot in college, but try to drink quality instead of a lot.
Yeah.
Quality over
Quality
quantity.
over
Yeah.
Quantity.
Yeah,
Like,
so
Thank you guys for doing that to me because I'm like, I look at beers and I'm like, I want to drink that. Get on my face.
But yeah, this Collage 2 is one of the ones I got to pick up through the monastery right at the end of last year, 2016. Yeah, this beer was great. I personally am going to give this one let's say a 9.
Boy, you better give that a 10. No, I'm joking. You can give it
It's a 9. This is really good. I've had better though, so it can't be a 10.
That's what she said. That's what she said to me.
But I love my big Imperial stouts, and this one was definitely big. It's at 14.3%.
That's
Big,
what she said.
big beer. Very good. This truth is Collage 2. Zach, 1 out of 10.
7.
No, not
solid.
1 out of 10. Out of 10. Sorry. What? 1 through 10. What would you rate the beer? Damn it.
7. All right. Listen.
Really?
Yes. Yes, it was a delicious Imperial Stout in its own way. I don't mind stouts, especially with this time of year. Okay, can I go ahead and... If you like stouts, it's going to be a solid 8. I love lagers. I like light beers. I am a
If you like
man
stouts, I think it's going to be higher than an 8.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
definitely
for
not
sure.
an 8,
But guess
man.
what? I'm one of the only reviewers on here that gives the lower scores. I'm the Simon. And guess what? I'm
He
gonna
proclaims he's the Simon.
I
what
think
does Simon say?
it's a great stout. It's a lot better than your bullshit fucking draft poured Guinness. All right. If you sit there and like, ooh, I'm gonna love Guinness because I like good beer. No, dude, no. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit. Fuck you. Jam it in your ass.
Dude, I kind of like the look on Zach's face when he said that. I was like really serious.
Yes, I am.
Don't
Because
look at
guess
me.
what?
Stop! Don't look
Jam it in your
I
ass.
think this review got away from us.
I'm going to say right now, it was a good beer. 7 out of 10. I don't like stouts. It's a good beer, though.
That's the wrong beer.
This is a different beer.
Yeah.
Triple barrel.
We're not there yet.
was at the end of our podcast, right?
We're not there yet.
We're gonna go ahead and do a round before we.
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Thank you though for thinking ahead.
I'll be ready for that. Sorry about that.
Joseph Collage too.
Collage 2, Zach, you might be Simon Campbell. I'm going to be Chef Gordon Ramsay, and I'm going to say this beer wasn't that good. I really did not like it that much.
Damn!
I didn't. I'm sorry. I
got to
didn't.
give props to Joseph over here, Joseph Vargas,
Now,
shortstop
I am
for
surprised.
the poor round table.
I was surprised.
Put the
too.
ball
Okay,
between second and
Joseph.
third base.
Joseph, you and I have been reviewing beers much longer than we've started this podcast.
This is true.
And I feel like we've always dug into the Imperial Stouts a lot deeper. And I always felt like, we all, me, you, and your brother, Alan Michael, have always given them much higher scores. I am surprised at this from you, Joseph.
I'm surprised at this as well.
It's the end of the year, okay? Everyone's stressed out. All right, no, not really, but...
Now, let me tell you, no one is surprised at this as me. I really thought this was going to be good.
You don't like college too?
What?
You don't like college too?
No, I don't like college.
Stop
too.
it.
I didn't even
All
like
of
college
you,
one.
Stop it.
Now,
college
seriously,
one.
this one, it's not as bad as I'm making it sound. I just didn't enjoy it. I don't know why. I think it was the front that was so offensive to me, but the back was good, which is why I made that joke earlier. Really, the front of it.
The
to
paper
me,
bag one? Put a paper bag on it because the front, back, it's okay.
Now, yeah, so it wasn't enjoyable all the way through as other stouts have been for me. It had some interesting notes in it that I didn't quite enjoy as much as I liked coffee and the chocolate of some other ones that I've had in the past. I'm judging this one harshly. It's really not that bad. It's really not. If you're a stout drinker, you will enjoy it.
You will.
I don't know what this was about this one for me. I'm going to give it like a 6.
Harsh. All right. Scott. Collage 2.
I would say it's very interesting. I mean, I got notes of kind of more fruits, not necessarily. It wasn't quite as dark. It was. I would say somewhere between a apple and a grapefruit. I think.
But not something so crazy as a pineapple.
No, I mean nowhere near